Hi everybody, welcome to Coding and Creating. Today we're going to do a fun project, and you can see an example of what we're going to do today. This is a collage that you're going to create to help me learn a little bit about you. In the process of creating this collage, we're going to learn all kinds of neat tricks for the iPad about how to use multiple programs and how to manipulate images and photos, how to take a picture like this and make a background that's transparent, and all kinds of things that you'll be able to apply in lots of different situations. So in your document, a couple things that you'll have a picture of yourself, you'll have some pictures representing different interests that you have, you'll have your name, and in this case I've got pictures of my family masked with different shapes. So those are some cool things that we'll be putting into your collage. So to start the project, you're going to need a photo of yourself, okay? When you take your photo, I'm going to open up my photo album. Here's the picture that I took for this project. You want to make sure that you're well lit, and you want to have a background that's just a solid background. Here I'm in front of a white background. You want to have it be nice and plain, and that will make it really easy to make that part of the image transparent. A little tip is to not stand right against the wall or the backdrop that you're taking your photo in front of. Take a step a few feet away from the wall, and it'll make things much easier. All right, so I'm going to close this app by swiping up. I'm just going to go back to Keynote. This is Keynote. This is the software that we're using to create our project. Keynote is available on Mac. It's also available on iOS devices like the iPad and the iPhone. I'm going to click up here where it says Presentations to begin a new project. Right up here is where you'll press. The plus sign is how you add documents. So I'll hit the plus sign, and I'm going to say choose a theme. And for this project, we just want a basic white presentation. So right here under Basic, it's called Basic White. I'll tap on that, and I'll get the presentation. Now we don't need any titles or any text in our document. What you can do to get rid of this, there's a number of ways, but one is to just tap on it once and then hit delete. Here it is again, tap, delete, tap, delete. So that gets rid of everything. Just for your own knowledge though, down here in the corner there's another plus sign where you could add blank slides. But I wanted to show you how to select things anyway, so that's a good way to get rid of everything. So let's begin by adding the picture of myself to my About Me project. I'm going to use this plus sign. In today's project, we're using two icons, this one that looks like a paintbrush and this one that looks like a plus sign. The plus sign allows you to add things, and the paintbrush allows you to so think about fixing up your house with a paintbrush. This lets you fix up your document and manipulate things. So I'm going to go here to the plus sign. When you get there, notice there's different choices of different things that you can add. In our case, we want to use this last icon, which is the icon for photos. It looks like a little picture icon, and I'll say photo. And here it's showing my photo album. I'm going to click on albums because I created this collection of photos called About Me that I'll use in this project. Tap on the photo, and you can notice that you see the background, and I want to make that transparent. So to fix up this photo, we're going to click on the paintbrush. Remember, the paintbrush is how you fix things up. There's three options under the paintbrush: Style, Image, and Arrange. We want the middle one that says Image, okay? Notice that as I'm selecting things that I'm using my finger. Make sure you avoid using your pencil to select things. Always use your finger. So I'm under Paintbrush and Image, and I'm going to use Instant Alpha. Instant Alpha. So I'll tap on Instant Alpha, and right down here it says drag across the colors to make them transparent. So what I can do is I can drag my finger. Notice that it starts to select the background. As I drag up and down, I can select the background with different sort of threshold of how sensitive it's going to pick it up. If you go too far, notice how it's making my face blue. I don't want to make that transparent, so I have to raise up a little bit, and I can go to just where it's just selecting the background maybe, and I can let go. If I did it too far, you can hit reset, and then you can try again. Okay, so there we go. And now notice there's still a few little spots here. I can chip away at those. Down here by my shoulder, there's a little bit I could get rid of. And I can just sort of select that and zoom back. And now I'm done. Now you'll notice that you still see the background. It's kind of grayed out, but once you hit done, the rest of that will disappear. So I hit done and notice that now my image is cleaned up. I've made the background transparent. I'm going to tap on it, grab the corner blue dot and slide it down here a bit, make it the size that I want. I kind of like to put it over here to the side. Imagine if you were to divide this into 3 parts, okay? If you put it right there on that dividing line of that third, it makes a nice, interesting layout for your project. So something like that. All right, now I'd like to add some pictures that represent different things that I'm interested in. So to do that, I'm going to go to the internet and I'm going to get some pictures. Now I want to have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Safari web browser right next to this document. I'm going to click Paintbrush just so I fill the screen. Okay, now to get the browser, if you raise your finger up from the very bottom, you'll see your applications. Now, if you go too far, it'll go like this and it goes into this application switching. Here, I'll go to Keynote again. So go up just about an inch and you'll see your applications toolbar down here at the bottom. And this one on the far left, this is the icon for Safari. I'm going to press and hold, and then I'm going to drag, and I can put this window where I would like. I'm going to put it over here to the side and let go, and now it filled the screen with the 2 programs. I've typed in a search up here in the search bar, and I'll hit go, and then I'm going to hit on images to filter it. Now I've got these cool Canon cameras. I'm going to tap on one so I see a bigger picture of it. And to put this picture into my document, I'm going to hold and drag. And notice the plus sign. When I let go, it puts it into my document. I'm going to grab this little handle right here and make this side a little bit bigger. Now see how that covers up part of that corner there covers up part of my picture? If I want to make that transparent, we can use that same little trick to make it the background transparent. I can click the paintbrush, Instant Alpha, drag across the parts that I want to be transparent, and then notice that now when I put that really close, it doesn't cover up the screen. All right, so I can move that to the side and put it right in there. If you want to manipulate these windows, you can grab that handle, and that will sort of determine how much of the screen is dedicated to each particular application. Up here at the top, there's another handle. If you pull down on that, you can have the window float on top, okay? And you can also grab by that handle and sort of fling it around on top. If you want, if it's on top of everything, you can swipe over to the side, and it keeps this window inside of like a little hidden drawer, which is kind of nice that you can have your apps in a nice little drawer like that. If you want to put it back on the side, you can pull down, then go over to the side and let go. That takes a little bit of practice, but it's really a nice trick to be able to do. So here it is one more time. I'll go here. I had done a search for a trumpet. I'll take the picture, hold, drag, and let go. And then you can grab the handles and resize it and put it where you want. All right, so once you have your different images that represent your hobbies, I'm just going to close that by sliding over. Once you have those images and you've placed them into your document, then you're going to want to write your name, okay? Now, when you write your name, you just use your pencil and you can just write your name. Okay, Mr. Venemeyer. And when you write your name, make sure that you, I'm just going to tap on a picture just to get out of the mode where I'm writing. What you can do is you can drag it down and you can put it where you want, and you can stretch it out. Make sure you have your name on there, because that will help me to learn everyone's names, since you're all just at the beginning of our course. That helps me to make sure I know everyone's names. So write your name, got some pictures of things that I'm interested in. Now I'm going to show you how I did that trick with putting some pictures from my photo album inside of a shape like a heart. So I'm going to hit the plus sign to begin, and I'll go here to photos and video. I'm going to go here to albums and my folder. And what I can do is I can go to the picture of Mrs. Venemeyer. Here's a picture of Mrs. Venemeyer in her classroom. And you recognize Mrs. Venemeyer from music class. So what I can do is I'm going to put her picture inside of a heart. So what I'll do is I'm still going to be on this plus sign right here, same place as the photo, but this time I'm going to this icon right here that looks like a circle and a square. This is the shapes option. So plus and then shapes, and there's different ones that you can add. So if you want, you could take, let's say you did objects and you did that t-shirt, you could use that to put the picture onto a t-shirt. I'm going to go to symbols though, and because I know the heart shape is under symbols. There it is. So I'll click on the heart shape. Notice that I'm using my finger to select everything. The reason I want you to use your finger to select things is if you use your pencil, it draws. So make sure that you always just use your finger to select things. Now, to put this picture inside of this heart shape, I have to select both the image and the shape. To do that, just use two fingers and tap both of them. And then this option will pop up. Notice that I see the blue handles to indicate that they're both selected. Then I say mask with shape. I take the picture and I slide it behind the image. I can click this little thing here to resize the image. I can even take two fingers and rotate it a bit inside of behind the frame and hit done. And then I can put it over here. If I want to, I can rotate the shape as well. Sometimes if you're having trouble rotating, you can make it bigger, at least temporarily, so that you can do the rotation and then shrink it back down, because sometimes it's a little bit hard to fit your fingers if the image is really small. All right, so let me go back to my example project and just go over what I want you to have in it. You want to have at least a picture or two representing things that you are interested in. So I've got cooking, trumpet, Apple, Tesla, riding my bike on the Little Miami Scenic Trail, and the Canon camera. And the most important things are my family. Here's Mrs. Venemeyer and my 3 sons, and another bonus picture of Mrs. Venemeyer. Make sure you have your name and a picture of yourself, nice and big, so that I get to see your face. And that's our project, the All About You collage. Have fun. See you next time.